Girl,
Everybody
it's
follow the
packed
one
out
line,
here tonight.
please. Follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Park Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
Well, hey, girl, hey.
Oh, hello. I didn't even know we started. Okay, hello.
Girl, we got to start because I'm sleepy.
You look like you're tired.
It's been
That's
a
okay.
long week and it's only Tuesday.
You look like you're sleepy.
It's been a long week. I'm hella shocked that it's only Tuesday. That
Really?
yeah, a whole lot's happened in
You
2
beat
days.
people up?
I don't fight no more.
No?
No, just long week, work, just week. It's just been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been one of those weeks.
Oh, it's Wednesday now, but
One of those weeks.
I don't even know how. And it's only
understand.
Tuesday. Only Tuesday.
I
God bless. Pray for me, people.
No worries. Totally understand.
Oh, how was your week?
It's good. You're just over it.
Yeah,
You're over it.
No, nothing I want to discuss on this show right now.
Yeah,
but
I'm just saying.
it's been an interesting couple of days. But we're here. I'm alive. Godspeed.
God is good.
All the time.
All the time, God is good.
I'm alive. Who am I to complain?
Okay, no worries. All right, we gonna get straight into it.
Woo!
I got some Crocs, y'all. My best friend's daughter, she grew out of her Crocs, and I always thought they was a white people thing.
They are.
I literally thought it was a white people thing.
And a nurse. Nurses wear Crocs.
Nurses and white people.
Nurses and white people wear Crocs.
And so I was really kind of like biased, when she was like, I have some Crocs for you, or I have some shoes for you that might fit you. So I'm just like, literally like, I never pass down stuff. I don't know why. It's just maybe, I don't know. But I love getting things from other people. I don't know why. It's just
You hoarder.
I am. I'm a hoarder. I'm a hoarder of other people's things. And people give me stuff, I take it, and or sometimes I sell it, or I give it away, whatever. So my best friend, I went down to Corpus, and she had a TV for me, and she had a bag full of shoes from her daughter.
TV?
Yes, and then I thought the TV was like the size of my TV, but actually the size of the TV that she gave me was actually way bigger. So now I have like this big screen ass TV.
Like the one in my living room?
It's a little bit smaller than that.
No, a boy bought me that.
Really?
I got both my TVs in my house from the same guy.
Really?
When I first moved here, he was I date old heads. So when I say I like people to be established, it's because I date people.
Yeah, established.
7 to 13. The oldest guy I dated was about 55 at one point.
That's good. That's
And
good
then
age. Solid.
the one guy I dated for about 2 years here in Houston was about 13 years my senior.
So what is that, like a 46?
I have no idea. I don't know.
No, mine's not that big.
No, that was a good one.
Mine's not that big, but maybe it's size bigger than yours in your bedroom.
In my bedroom.
And again, mind you, I had a little.
I love free
switch.
TVs.
And so, when my best friend, shout out to Jen, she gave it to me. I was just like, girl, you gonna give me this bullshit at raggedy ass TV? Alright, whatever. But then when I put it up,
You saw a blessing. The TV was clear.
Listen,
HD?
HD, bitch.
It was clear.
Crystal.
You was like, damn, I ain't even know
I
TV
said,
could look like this.
damn.
I ain't even know TV could look like
I
this.
said, I'm rich. I'm really rich.
A TV will do that to you.
And this is how Jay-Z's friends feel.
When I put that TV in my living room and realized how big it was.
I said, wait a minute. I can really see shit. I don't have to, like, even when I try to stunt on Instagram, like when you try to stunt on Instagram and you try to like film stuff, you gotta you zoom in a little bit. I don't have to do that no more.
The good TV will do that to you.
Anyways, So she had a bag of shoes. My girl, and God, I love this little girl. I swear to God, I always joke with my best friend because I say that she is me. I am her when I was born. She's just like me. So she has these Crocs, and granted, again, I just thought Crocs were a white people thing
and a nurse. They
thing. And when I put them on, I was just like, man, this shit is childish as fuck. These some weird ass shoes. But then when I put them on, and I started walking around the house in them,
your feet were being massaged.
I said, God damn.
It felt like you was walking on clouds.
I thought I was on clouds. I said, I don't feel like I'm walking. I don't feel like I'm walking.
You're floating.
I'm floating, literally floating. And I've been in these shoes for the past 5 days. I'm obsessed with them. I love them so much. They're a bright ass, hot ass pink color. That's what's cool in the city.
Crocs.
This
feels very early, mid 2000s, early 2000s.
I don't know.
You missed the Croc era, sis.
Literally, been going to work. Sugars. Shout out to Sugars. If y'all have never been into Missouri City, it's off of 1092 and Highway 6.
Come on,
1092 in Township.
Come on, shameless plug.
I wear these to work. I'm comfortable in my Crocs. They're non-slip. I don't have to worry about slipping in the back. I don't have to worry about I just walk in with my Crocs, and they're just such a funny looking shoe. But I don't know. I love them. They're my favorite shoes right now. Out of everything that I have, these shoes probably mean the most.
Okay.
I just thought you guys should know that. Give it a try, because I always walk past the Croc store in the Galleria and be like, this place is fucking ridiculous. These are the ugliest shoes.
Crocs still selling like that?
They're still selling. Bitch, these are comfortable. Been on my feet all day. I feel like I'm on a cloud. I've been on my feet. You want to try them? Put it.
No, I'm okay.
What size are you?
I'm an 8.5, but I'm
just
okay.
Put your foot in it.
Put your foot in it. Put your foot in it. A Croc.
Put your foot in it. Have you ever tried on a Croc before?
Nah, I ain't no nurse.
Okay.
Put it down.
Put it on. Everything's got her foot in the Croc. Okay?
What size is this? Is it 8?
Yeah. Okay. So what are you, 8.5?
I'm 8.5.
Okay. So what do you feel, Eb? Talk to me.
I feel thick plastic. I do. I feel like big, thick plastic.
You look like a nurse.
I look like a nurse. I look like I'm about to get a clipboard and read somebody a chart. And I knew they was doing too goddamn much when they started. You remember when they had like the things you put in the holes for the Crocs?
Yeah.
That's when people was doing too much. I was just like, wow.
Indeed. But that's what's cool.
They had that stuff in the, like a charm bracelet. They'll put like the little charms.
Yeah, like the what is it? Not deep. I don't want to say Deep Eddies. Charming Charlie, not Charming Charlie. Mm-hmm. Why am I thinking of Charming Charlie?
I don't even know what that is.
David Avery James.
What is that?
Avery something.
Is that silver bracelet all the black people had? Yeah, I had one. Yeah.
Avery?
Yeah.
James Avery.
I don't know if it's James Avery, but they had to store them all.
James Avery, where they get the clip, where you get like different charms.
But it's silver. And they had to store them all.
And you get different charms.
I had a purse. I had some heels on mine. I wonder where that bracelet at. I had all like...
Really?
Everything that was ever popular jewelry-wise.
You had it.
Did
you have Brighton?
What's that?
Brighton jewelry?
What's that?
That's like the... So in Corpus, there was this thing called Brighton. And basically, it was like purses that had like sterling silver on it. And then like you can get like Brighton jewelry.
No, I had like the kiosk in the middle of the mall. I had that gold necklace. I fought for that one. Like the link one. Mm-hmm. And then I had like a Taurus symbol.
Okay, go ahead and give me my Croc back.
Your Croc's right there.
No, you kicked it back to me.
I spit it back to you.
Wow.
I had ankle bracelets from those kiosks in the middle of the mall.
Yeah.
I had all the gold earrings. I had some name earrings. I had a nameplate.
You had a name earring?
Yeah, I had a nameplate.
You had Natoya or
I had ebony. Had ebony. I had an ebony nameplate. I had a gold charm bracelet. My mom had bought me a Tiffany set that I lost. I still regret
with
that.
The heart?
Yeah.
With it said Tiffany and Co?
No, I had the one with the heart, and I had the it was a Christmas gift. I had the heart necklace and the heart bracelet. I wore the hell out of that, but then I ended up losing it. I did.
Bet you did.
I was stunning on them hoes. It was real. Because everybody else was getting fake ones.
Yeah.
I had the real
one. I know you did.
Did yours say Tiffany and Co. or not?
I couldn't afford it.
Did your mom go to Claire's wear?
My mother went to Claire's.
Well, I can't relate. Your mom went to Claire's? I can't relate.
No, baby, we went to Claire's.
JCPenney's? I can't relate. I can't relate to that jewelry. What is that?
I didn't touch Tiffany's until I got about 18, 19.
And my mom bought me had a bunch of watches because she was a big fanatic on watches. And I had back in the day you could they had it where you could change
the face.
The face. So it'd be purple, green, yellow. I killed them hoes.
You matched the outfit.
Yeah, I did. How did you know? How did you know?
I know you did.
How you know?
You look like you matched
How
the
you knew I was
outfit.
switching the face just to match the outfit?
You said I got on green today.
Let me pop my green on. Oh, about to wear a red dress. Popping my red face on. Boop. These hoes don't get it. Boop. Hell no. A young Ebony Stunted. Wow. A legend.
Tell me who's who are we crushing on?
This week, my Woman Crush Wednesday goes to Vivian Ward. Vivian Ward is Julia Roberts' character from Pretty Woman. Walking down the street, pretty woman. She's my Woman Crush Wednesday because our good friend Vivian got saved. I mean,
she said this is a big mistake.
Big mistake. We meet a young Vivian.
She was just trying to get it. She didn't know no better.
What is Richard Gere's name in that movie? I can't think of Richard Gere's name in that movie. Richard Gere's name in that movie. And that's actually Julia Roberts. Richard Gere is Julia Roberts' work husband, FYI.
I agree.
They stay in a movie together.
I agree.
But we meet her. He can't drive his stick or something. Something wrong with his car. So she tells him, $20, I'll drive you up to the Beverly Hills Hotel or wherever he was trying to go. $20. He said, cool. She drives him. He gives her the money. She goes to the bus stop. She about to go sell some coochie. But it was oh, maybe I should buy a piece of ass.
Attitude.
Yeah, he was trash. She was trash. Well, he had a bad day, so it's not really his fault. And she was a prostitute. Let's be clear. It was a prostitute.
He had attitude.
He was having a bad day. I think it's girlfriend broke up with him, if I remember correctly. He was having a bad day. And then people set you up. He took a real big chance on Vivian because prostitutes and strippers do set you up, and they do rob you. I got robbed by a stripper before, and it wasn't even my stripper. Isn't that terrible?
Yikes.
Yeah, it was this. I was with a guy, but his friend brought the stripper home, and next thing I know, I'm missing my jean jacket and my purse and some coins, and I'm like, you let the stripper leave? You went to sleep with the stripper in the house? Who goes to sleep with the stripper in the house? Who does that?
You set the alarm?
No, so we went up, we was in a house, so we went to the bedroom and we was minding our business I should have been. And he had the stripper downstairs, and I guess after they did whatever they did, he went to sleep and didn't escort her out.
She was digging in the purses.
No, that bitch stole clothes. That bitch had that bitch looked like me. She had my hat and my jacket on. The bitch stole my whole outfit. She stole my whole outfit. Man. And she stole my ID. And the crazy part about her stealing my ID was she went to a check cashing place. And I had been to that same check cashing place before. So I get a phone call one day. And they're like,
I remember you telling me.
They're like, hi, Ebony. And I'm like, who's this? And they're like, this is such and such from the check cashing place. You just cashed a check. I'm like, no, I didn't. And they was like, yes, you did. I said, no, the fuck I didn't. And I was like, hold that car right there. So then I go to the place and the lady hands it to me. She's like, oh, I know it's you because you look just like the ID. I almost took my hands in that little hole and grabbed her neck. I almost did.
You almost went like that.
Yeah. I was really like, come here. Come down. Come here, bitch. I'm ready to go to jail. Because it looks just like, I know that's you. You look just like your ID. Well, did the bitch who cashed the check look like me too? Like, how? Girl, and then I called, like, I had called and was trying to make a complaint, but I couldn't even get nobody on the phone to even make a complaint. I was just like, this is just terrible, terrible, terrible trash. So then I had to go run everything and make sure, you know, my whole life wasn't stolen. It was a whole mess. So don't leave a stripper at your house. Long story short. So Richard, what is his name in the movie? Anyways, Richard Gere's character basically was like, hey, thank you for driving me. He sees her at the bus stop after he gives her the 20 or whatever he gave her for her to drive his car to the hotel. And he basically was like, well, I'll pay you for a night. So he paid her for a night. She said they can't kiss. She busted open for a goon. She gets her coin. She takes off her wig. Come to find out she got this beautiful curly red hair. And he's like, oh, ding, 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 ding. I'm here on business. My girlfriend's supposed to be here. She broke up with me. So here's what I'll do. Stay with me for 6 days. I'll give you $3,000 and a whole new wardrobe. He said, well, get something suitable. So a whole new wardrobe.
And she didn't know. She didn't know what a suitable wardrobe
She didn't know. She went down to Rodeo Drive. They treated my girl like she wasn't nobody.
A leper.
They really tried my girl. But then in Rodeo Drive's defense, I seen the outfit she was wearing to Rodeo Drive. So I slightly get where their attitude was coming from. So my good sis ends up getting new clothes. She's living in a life of luxury for like the next few days. They out here going to polo games and going to the opera. And then the opera is called La Traviata, which is where it's a story about a prostitute getting with a rich man. So, you know, she feeling herself. She down to the opera with her dress on and her hair pinned like, yes, get saved, girl. So long story short, she basically, through conversation, she makes him like a better person, I guess. And his job was to buy companies that were failing and then sell them off and sell their assets. Yeah. So his coworker or his business partner, I think his name was Philip. They have like a business meeting going down, but now he's had a change of heart. You know, Vivian done turned his world upside down. So instead of buying the company and then selling it off, he goes to the people and was like, hey, let me, you know, help you save your company. Philip is pissed. Philip's like, you letting our prostitute run your life, you know, slut, hoe, slut.
Bitch.
Yeah, you let that dirty thing, that
bitch.
That coochie for the community. Like he went in on our girl Vivian. So I think he tried to like get with Vivian and Vivian told him no, which I didn't understand. So then he's about to go back to New York and then ding, 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 ding. He's like, turn the car around. So he like scales the side of their building, go up the fire escape and basically like recites the opera to her. And then I forgot what they say, but it's real like super cheesy. And then they decide they really like each other. And so here we are, Vivian, the prostitute who busted open for a goon, for some coins, got saved.
At that time, that's what strippers look.
She's the goal. Vivian's actually the goal. Vivian was the goal. And
she snapped her hand. She's like,
Vivian was taking that bath, singing that Prince song.
Yeah, singing that Prince song. And then they showed her the diamonds in the thing. And then they
clapped her little hand.
She clapped her little hand.
Girl, did they call it?
And then she went to that store. She said, you made a big mistake.
Girl.
Big mistake.
She called herself making love on that piano. Like, go on, Vivian. Get your life. So my good sis got saved. So now I just figured that Vivian lives somewhere in the Upper East Side of New York and they got kids. And he acts like she wasn't a prostitute. She met him.
A lot of niggas do that.
And
a lot of niggas do that.
And that's what but you have to relocate. If you're going to be a slut bucket, you got to... You can't wife the stripper in your city. You gotta wife the prostitute and stripper that's not in your city though. Not in your county.
When I went out to eat tonight with my good friend, we were talking about the same topic. Do you wife a stripper in your city?
I wouldn't.
And they said, and I was sitting next to a guy that I knew from the club or whatever, and he overheard our conversation. He said the same thing. He was just like, They're both of their answers were they would never date a woman that was a local stripper.
Yeah, especially if you're like a local popular stripper, because everybody know you the stripper.
Everybody knows who you are. So they both
You gotta be super unanimously. I got you.
You both unanimously. I'm talking great. Anyways, they both together united.
I got you.
They both united said that they would never date a woman who was a escort or a prostitute.
Not in the city. I wouldn't. I mean, that's me though, cause you have to be a certain type of dude and have a certain type of confidence to not let
that type of shit bother
you. Yeah, because if somebody's saying hello to her, you ready to jump across the table?
Right.
She popping. She's
that pussy popping.
She at KOD.
That pussy popping.
She at KOD.
Popping on her handstand.
We know her.
We know her.
We know Tip Drill. We know her.
We swipe credit cards.
We know Peaches. We know her.
We swipe credit cards on that ass.
We know Apple Bottom.
Cause it must be your face. Cause it ain't your. I need a
Tip Drill. That's a wait. Tip Drill and Pussy Popping on the Headstand stayed on Uncut, and I watched it every single night for like months.
I thought that was the life that I was gonna live when I first moved to Houston. Funny story. I was 18 and I just remember watching that video and I thinking like, wow, that's probably what Houston is like.
That's what you thought? That's
what I thought. I mean, I didn't fucking know no better. I was in Corpus Christi. I had no idea. Clearly it was.
Tip Drill is still one of my favorite videos, and I never understood, and I still, even though, because I thought maybe when I got grown, I would have
much respect for it.
Yeah, like not respect, like the women who were upset about him swiping a credit card between that girl butt cheeks. I'm still not offended.
That is a classic video.
I thought once I got grown, I would be like, how could he? But now that I'm grown, I'm just like,
I would have a nigga swipe a card in my ass too.
I mean,
if I had it,
if I was a stripper,
if I could make my ass clap.
Like, I don't feel people were really upset about that Tip Drill video. That is actually a really fun video. It looked like they had a good time.
I could make my ass clap the way that bitch made her ass clap after he swiped the card. I would do it too.
Nelly and them know they was cutting up. Woo, good times. I used to love Murphy Lee too. What the hook gonna be? Every morning before I went to school, I thought I was gonna marry.
What the hook gonna be?
I didn't even know hook on this beat. Wow. Girl, I thought I was gonna marry Murphy Lee. What Murphy Lee doing right now? He married with kids. Don't need to break up a happy home.
Man.
Somebody find Murphy Lee.
Stay happy by yourself.
What Murphy at? Somebody tell Murphy Lee I said, when I first moved to Houston, I had met this girl when I was bartending, and she said she was Nelly's side piece.
Oh, no.
But she was like a smooth like 5, and I was just so. And what's Nelly's full name? She was calling Nelly by his real name
too. But you know what? It always be the ones that are a smooth 5 that be really.
But I'll be believing. Oh, Cornell, because she was like, I mean, you might know him as no, because she kept saying Cornell. She's like, you know my dude, and I was just like, no, I don't, ma'am.
It's always the 5s.
No, she kept telling me how to do her dude, and then finally she said, I know him as Cornell. You might know him as Nelly. And I was just like,
don't do me.
I was just like, okay. Because I don't like when people name drop like that. Like, girl, sis, go sit down. Good sis.
Good sis.
And he was dating like Ashanti at the time. And I'm like, not saying that he couldn't have been messing with her, but it's like, girl, you went out your way to tell me that you was messing with Nelly. Sis, have a seat. And you can't pay for these drinks, and you trying to. This not on happy hour? Girl, we need to really talk about this. Hot in here was popping. You ain't got no hot in here money? You ain't got no chicken head money?
Not even the what is it?
You ain't got no down baby. Your street in the Range Rover, boom boom baby. I'm about to let it go. Shimmy shimmy cocoa pop.
Not even the edited version?
Nah, she ain't got no hot in. Hot in was everywhere, sis.
Hot in here?
You asked me.
Have hot in here money?
It's 1 a.m. You think it's happy hour? It's 1 a.m.
And she's talking about happy hour.
Girl, I ended up giving her like
she can't talk to no Cornell.
Girl, she can't be talking to no Cornell because I ended up giving her like 3 drinks because she and then, girl, you can't be talking to Cornell and you can't afford your drinks, sis. I was just, you can't be talking to Cornell. You
can't be talking to no goddamn Cornell.
You can't be talking to Cornell. Dilemma was everywhere. Didn't they get a Grammy for Dilemma?
Let's go back to Hot in Here.
Dilemma though. Dilemma.
I think he did a song with Paul Wall.
Dilemma. Bad Boys 2. I'm a sucker for cornrows and manicure toes. Girl, Bad Boys 2 was big.
He said, buy the jewelry store and tell them make me a grill. What?
Yes.
And you're asking for happy hour prices?
Girl. Sis. So I was
You ain't talking to no Cornell.
You ain't talking to no Cornell.
You must have talked to Cornell.
You ain't talking to no Cornell asking for happy hour prices at 1 in the morning. And then I felt so bad because she kept talking to me. Then I just ended up giving her like 2 or 3 rounds for free, and she was drinking a Skittle.
Oh no!
You ain't talking to Cornell drinking no Skittles, probably. Let me take it back. Them niggas is ghetto, probably. But girl, he go with whole Ashanti. Why are you giving me this information? I hate when people. I had a lot of people name drop niggas in my day, and I be looking like. If you talk to him and he in the playoffs, why you watching the playoffs with me?
Why are you here?
Why you watching the playoffs with me?
Why are you here?
Girl.
We're watching the playoffs together.
Girl.
TV.
Yeah, girl, stop claiming that nigga. That nigga ain't claiming you. And you ain't bumping no around yet. Stop claiming these niggas. That girl said she talked to Cornell. But you might know him as Nelly. Wow.
No,
wow.
Bitch. No, bitch. So she do me. You know him as Nelly as well.
No, that bitch told me I might know him as Nelly. And I was like, I do. I do. I mean, I ain't know what I'm supposed to say.
That is hysterical.
I'm like, girl, he with whole ass Ashanti. You ain't got no baby money?
You may have known him as
girl, you ain't got no baby money? You ain't got no foolish money? Oh, baby. I wanna love you, babe.
She did J-Lo's lyrics.
She sung J-Lo's song. No, she sung J-Lo's song. Oh, and you got no Ain't It
Funny? Yeah, she did Ain't It Funny.
Do you wanna go and take a ride with me? That was popping too. You ain't got no Band-Aid money? No Band-Aid money.
You weren't sponsored by Band-Aid?
One of the lunatics, weren't they on that Welcome to Atlanta? You ain't got no JD Puff Daddy money? I really feel like he
Were you in the video?
Girl.
Lying. You're lying. That's
you ain't got no chapter 2 money? Ashanti album went. Okay, that chapter 2. Movies went.
Dun, dun, dun. What was that song?
Better Up is a good one too. She ain't got none of it. Baby went. Foolish was everywhere. The fact that she ain't got no foolish money.
Da da da. Da da da. When you call me
baby, your kiss. Wow. There was a time where Ja Rule, Murder Inc.
and Ashanti really had it.
No, Murder Inc. Because Charlie Baltimore, Vita.
Yeah,
it was a time. That was a time.
That was a good time in history.
It was that early 2000s era, y'all. That was a time. That was a time. And that girl didn't even get no residuals from that. You didn't got the residual check from that, sis? Yeah. So I really still hope her and Cornell, and as I know him, Nelly, still talk. I know him as a Cornell, but you might know him as Nelly. I was like, well played, sis. Well played.
It's still $15.95.
I'm like, and your total's $23.50. Shit.
Cornell.
Yeah.
Cornell.
You ain't got Cornell debit card? Cause Cash App and stuff went around and Cornell didn't Western Union you nothing?
Dog.
Cornell didn't deposit?
That's embarrassing.
Nah.
She probably sucked his dick one time and his balls were probably fucking sweaty and disgusting, and she probably sucked his dick and his balls, and then she's just like, oh, me and Cornell go together.
Girl, she ain't had no Cornell money, so I always was lost.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she probably just sucked his dick while he just got fresh off the stage and he was like,
child, I ain't claiming no superstar that got coins.
He probably ain't even go to the shower before she sucked his dick.
I don't know about all that, but I know this. I ain't claiming nobody who got coins that y'all know, and I'm broke. That's not how the world goes. You can't afford 2 Skittles, and you talk to Cornell, and they just played some throwback hot in here. How embarrassing. Bless. I hope that good sister's doing good. I really do.
I hope she saved her money.
I hope she kept her job. Shit. People be ready to quit their jobs. So I hope you kept your job, sis. But Anyway, so what hot topics do we have this week? Did you watch Netflix When They See Us?
Yes, I did.
What thoughts? You watched all 4 parts?
Yes.
Bless.
So, I kept falling asleep. So, but I did watch enough to grasp what was happening, and it's just one of those things where I feel like, and I had this discussion with my best friend. She's half white, half Hispanic, and she was just saying how, how it's the lack of knowledge that these kids are put in this situation. I said, no, Jen, it's not the lack of knowledge. They're targeted.
And it's a lack of knowledge.
It is a lack of knowledge because of their where they grew up, in the environment that they grew up in. It is a lack of knowledge. But at the same time, they're more so targeted because of that fact, right? Because they are from a low income
they definitely
family or a low income community that people are targeted, and that's just what it is. And she's just like, well, I just can't believe it that this happened. I said, Jen, it still happens. It still happens to this day. It's just not sensationalized because it happens so often that it's almost just like when there's a shooting at a school or a shooting at something. Mm-hmm. We're so desensitized from it because it happens so much. It doesn't affect us. It doesn't have that type of effect on us. But, like I told her, like, being black in America is tough because we not only have to be ahead of the game. We have to know our rights. We have to know when to say something. We have to know when not to say something. Mm-hmm. And this situation demonstrates that. Like, we have to teach our children how to talk to police. We have to teach our children what Miranda rights are. We have to teach our children that, hey, you have rights. You don't have to be coerced into saying something that you know you didn't do. So you need to stick by that. Like, you have your rights, and we are gonna fight. Like, we as parents, right? Like, if we have children, we have to teach our children that, because they could easily be in the same situation, even though they're kids and they're just fucking around and doing what dumb kids do, like we all did, right? But unfortunately, they got caught up in this situation, and because that was the first thing. She was just like, well, they were just wilding out. I said, no, Jen, what were you doing at that age?
Well, that's the thing too, because I was talking to my friend, and she said somebody made a comment like, maybe going to jail that early saved them from a life of crime. But the thing is, it was 40 people out there.
Yeah,
y'all found. Apparently they found 6, and then it went down to 5. Mm-mm. What were the other 34, 35? Mm-hmm. Like, what? How did y'all get to this 5 or 6? Because I'm like, because I watched it. They had a 2020 special like 2 weeks ago, and I knew about the Central Park 5 and the jogger and all that.
Right. But even they said that the person that raped that lady went on to rape and kill.
Yeah, because he was a psychopath. He actually gouged somebody's eyes out with a butter knife. He killed the pregnant woman. He gouged her eyes out with a butter knife and killed her. Her 2 kids were in the room next door. He raped. Apparently he had raped prior to that. It was called like the 1989 raping. So he had been out there, snatching people and grabbing people and forcing himself on people. But that's not even my issue. My issue is you still got. Y'all went to a park with 40 people. Now, granted, were they probably being a mess in the park? Yes, of course they were being a mess in the park.
Of course.
But that's no different than Ryan Locke, who was 32, who was being... Well, it is different because he was grown. Ryan Locke was 32. White. He was 32 when they was down there for the Olympics in Rio, I believe.
Yep.
And he was cutting up. And I remember all the news articles, because he was a white man, were saying, oh, he's just being a boy. He's a boy. He has so much growing up to do. No. Yeah, okay. He was pissing on stuff and kicking stuff over, but that's just being a boy. But they didn't offer those black kids that same dialogue. Mm-hmm. that same type of yeah, it was just like, because y'all kicked over some trash cans and scared some white people on a bike, automatically we just gonna pin you with this rape. And I don't care if they were kicking over trash cans and pissing on park benches. That has nothing to do with the fact that y'all pin this whole rape and attempted murder on this chick, especially too, like, when you, like, I didn't watch part 1 and 2 because I just didn't want to see kids going to jail. Like, I knew the story.
Yeah, it's tough.
That was a lie. I knew they didn't know much about the law. I mean, you
it's
don't.
Tough.
Even
one
being grown, right?
One of them went
Corey went in to help his friend.
Just not even to just help his friend. He just wanted to support his friend.
Because he was scared of his mom. Yeah.
He wanted to be there with his friend and ended up with this charge.
Yeah, that was Corey went down there with Yusuf, and Corey's name wasn't even on the list. And then Corey was 16, so then they tried him as an adult.
Yeah, they asked him if he wanted to go down to support his friend, and he was just like, "Yeah, of course." And so they brought him in.
And so that's the thing too. That I didn't watch the first or second one because, like I said, I watched the I know what happened, so I didn't need to see it dramatized. Like I wouldn't have been able to do it. So I watched the third episode, which was a little better to me because it was kind of them kind of in jail but getting out of jail, which was better for me. But then I was on the phone with my friend and she was like, well, I watched the fourth part. She was like, it might be the worst one. So I ended up watching the fourth part, but I skipped through every time Corey got his ass beat in jail and all that nonsense that was happening to him in jail. Mm-hmm. And just the thought of you going down there to support a friend, you not only get tried as an adult, you do the longest amount of time. Your name wasn't even on the list to begin with. And then you're so tied up in the system, you can't even
get out.
You can't even talk to your family. You can't talk to your friends. Nobody know where you at. They don't know if you in Rikers or you in Colorado or you in Jersey or you in Florida. So, I mean, the whole entire thing is terrible. Teach your kids their rights. Teach your kids what Miranda rights are. Because even
how to talk to police.
How to talk to the police. Teach and I hate it feels just so terrible to say it, but we all know black people aren't judged the same way white people are. And we all know that there are a lot of people of color who don't like black people. You'll realize real quick that when Asians get with white people, they think they white. You'll realize real quick if you Hispanic
and you get with white people,
you think you white.
You a nigga.
You think
but I'm saying you're black. To them. Yes,
but
to them.
As a black person, these are people of color that we should be in this fight with. They have a tendency to think we're below them as well. Yeah. Latin people, Asian people, they all have a way of kind of acting like they're doing better than black people. So just teach your kids about all of that. And it's so sad because I kind of feel like sometimes you take away your child's innocence and youth because you're like, okay, so listen, you're not going to get judged. You're not going to get judged like, Sam in your class. If you do what Sam do, Sam might get away with it, but you might have some real consequences. It's a tough conversation and it's a sad conversation to have because I don't even know I don't have kids, but I don't even know at what age you start breaking their innocence.
You can't.
But you can't have them out there because I just had a friend tell me that like one of their family members' kid just realized they were black. Like I was like, wait, that nigga in elementary school, why he just finding out he black?
But even with my best friend's daughter, like when she was young, I just remember her asking me, "How come my skin color is not like yours?" And I remember, like, she wasn't even, like, she'd probably have to be, like, kindergarten, maybe first grade. And she would ask me why my skin color wasn't like hers. And I was like, yo, man, this is not a conversation for us. You got to talk to your mom about that. And then, like, I was probably the only black person that she really, like, encountered, like, in real life, right? Mm-hmm. So I remember, like, my friend, she would call me and she'd be like, oh, she made these comments about, this, we had this black guy come and service us or, at the house or whatever. And she said, oh, he's a robber or some shit like that.
Bless.
And so, again, I would like when I go down there and I ask her like, do you like like, if you were to describe me to your friends, like, if your friends in school were to ask you, who am I to you? Like, am I a black girl to you? She goes, no, you're not a black girl. And I go, well, how would you describe me? And she was just like, you're brown. And I'm like, no, Madison, I'm black. I am a black woman, girl. And she was just like,
yeah, they don't understand.
But they don't understand.
They don't understand that part.
But they don't understand. But then they also don't understand the difference between, because there be a lot of times where, you know, I would have my hair curly or whatever, and she'd be like, I want my hair like yours. I want my hair like yours. And I'm like, you can't. Like, you can't have your hair like mine. And she'd be like, well, why not? Why not? Like, cause first of all, this is black. I'm black. Black girls have black hair. And then she'll be like, do you wash your hair every day? And I go, no, I don't.
That's why people shit.
That's why people shit. But, you know, it's just that thing, like, we have to teach our kids, even though, like, we want to keep them innocent and we want to keep them.
Black kids don't have a good chance to be innocent, though. Black kids' innocence leave a bit quicker. I would think leaves a bit quicker than white people.
I would agree.
Actually, I think black kids' innocence leave faster than
most
everybody.
Kids. Yeah,
because Asian people really have not Asian specifically, but non-black people have a way of when they get around white people or marry white people or have white people as their friends, they tend to start thinking they white too. And you be like, no, bitch, your ass is Asian. Come here. You got me.
I agree.
Like, just like that one girl just now on that Airbnb, the Asian girl. Monkey.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sis.
Whoa. Where's the monkey gonna sleep? I'm like, whoa.
Remember, sis.
Whoa, Chun-Li. Chill out now.
You do now.
Don't make us start being racist. Don't make us start being racist.
But again, you know,
you got some stereotypes about you too, sis. So don't make me be racist.
My good sis.
my good Asian sis. I'm gonna refrain from saying what I should say.
But that is very true, and I think that, again, like what you said, like Black people, we have to raise our kids a little bit faster.
Yeah, you have to be a bit aware
and make them more aware of the world,
their surroundings. It's not
as somebody else.
Yeah, it's not just your house. Because I don't care if you come from the Upper East Side. I don't care if you're from Windermere, Florida. I don't care if you're from Compton, New York. You know, Houston, Atlanta. It's just, as Black people, there's going to be certain things you deal with. And it does not change because of the neighborhood you're in. Yeah. I remember I threw a pool party at our pool in our subdivision, and the police show up. It's the middle of the day. And I'm like, hey, what's up? Do you live here? Yeah, I live here. Who are all these people? My classmates. It was like maybe 10 of us. And it was like the white women who lived across the street seeing a bunch of Black kids going to the pool. And oh my God, they can't live in this neighborhood because that's not possible. But I watched a bunch of white kids throw pool parties in that same pool and never have a police show up ever because, these white kids must belong here. But that girl right there, she can't belong there. I got pulled over I was going on one of the back roads because like if you go deep, I was trying to get somewhere, but then I went like deeper into Windermere. And if you go deeper into Windermere, that's when you start dealing with Tiger Woods' house and Shaq House. So I passed their subdivision I might have been going to a party or something. The officer believed I didn't live there, like lived in the area. Like, why are you cutting through here? Why are you in Windermere? I live in Windermere. Where at in Windermere? Literally right here. Like, what's up? Like, literally showing my ID saying I live. Like I can't even be in the area? Like, nigga, Windermere's a city, sis. Well, I can't be in the city?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you have to, you learn very quickly. And I think you should make your kids very aware.
Yeah, I agree.
So, that's that. When They See Us was really good. Laura Fairstein, the prosecutor's getting her just due.
Everybody needs to take that shit off the shelf. Fuck that bitch.
I was one of the people in her comments being ridiculous. So, you know, I don't bother too many people on the internet. But good sis deserved everything I said. And I don't regret it. So that's that on that. Somebody said we need to review Braxton Family Values. I watched it. Did I watch it? Which one? Okay, I did. Okay, yeah, I watched it. Okay, so it was Tamar's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
She did a lot. So this birthday party, this birthday weekend.
Is this where she like went on social media and she
that
had,
episode is actually this week. That's the episode I do want to see. Okay. So apparently it was like her birthday, but then they had like a birthday weekend a week and a half later. Mm-hmm. Apparently her and Tracy's birthday are like 3 weeks apart. Mm-hmm. So about the time they actually got to Napa Valley, it's safe to say they were in between. They were right in the middle of Tamar's birthday and then Tracy's birthday will be like the week and a half later. Tracy's husband said happy birthday to Tamar and Tracy. Apparently Tamar didn't take that well. Follow me. Mind you, she already had a birthday. This is a week and a half, 2 weeks later. Okay. She didn't take that well. So I skipped some other parts and it was time for the cake. So she likes people to dig into the cake and eat the cake. Well, apparently Tony didn't feel like digging in the cake. So Tony just like touched the cake and went on. Tamar literally pushes the cake to the side and says, I'm not eating that. Tony didn't put her hands in it. So Tony at the table like, so you're not going to eat your birthday cake because I didn't want to put my hands in it? I'm not eating that. So then like Trina being Trina's like, no, it tastes really good. And I'm like, oh, y'all stupid. Because I would have left that bitch at the table then. That's me though. I would have been left her at the table. So then like before the cake incident, Tony came late, of course. And they're like, oh, how did you, I guess everybody at the table was telling how they met their dudes. Mm-hmm. And you know I stand Tony, the only Braxton that matters. Mm-hmm. You know I love Birdman, Brian, B, Bubble.
Baby, you can call me what you feel.
Whatever, hot boy, what you want to call me do? Number one stunner? How we doing this? How are we going to do this then? Big timers? Cash Money CEO?
Call me baby Brian Beverly. Call me what you feel.
So they go to Tony, they're like, oh, how did you meet Birdman? She was like, oh, we worked on music together. So everybody at the table like, okay, so then what happened? She was just looking like, huh? And they were like, well, when was your first kiss? And she was like, oh, he used to kiss me on my cheek all the time. They was like, no, like a real kiss. So they kind of offended because she didn't really want to like go into detail about her and Birdman. And then like I was online and people were like mad because he didn't show up to the birthday weekend. But I'm like, the cameras are there. So is it really a birthday weekend or is it work? You know what I mean? Like he don't want to be on them people camera. Yeah. And if she don't want to tell her business, that's perfectly fine.
Brian is
at
private.
Work. Yeah.
Brian is private.
But yeah, and I just don't feel like he'll get along with like the men.
No, absolutely not.
Because like, I like Vaughn. I like Trina's dude. Everybody else seems a bit corny. And I actually like Tracy's husband too.
I like Tracy's husband.
Because they've been together for so long. Yeah. Everybody else just seemed real thirsty to be like.
You know, I just honestly, ever since Vince left, I'm just.
You liked Vince?
I liked Vince. I actually honestly felt bad for Vince.
What? You don't think Vince was beating that girl?
No. I felt like as I started watching
wow,
more
you
shows.
Like Vince. Go ahead. I'm interested.
I did. I liked Vince. I felt
Vince and Tamar as a couple or Vince?
I liked Vince separate from Tamar. I felt like Tamar was a lot. I think that they were wrong. That they were a false match. Let me retract. They were good until they got into business together.
They were good until they got the show.
I think that once they started doing business together and everything got murky. But why do you think it got murky? Because of his business, or because? I think because of his business and her personality, and
because it was that era when Tamar did things. She thought she was Whitney.
Like I mean,
she thought she was
first
Beyonce.
Season of Tamar and Vince. I was nervous.
She thought she was Tony Braxton. Lord bless.
You know, it's just like, sis, you have to calm down. Like sometimes it wasn't until that episode of Ayanna Fix My Life where they were on there.
I am not your sis. I am old enough to be your mother.
Ayanna checked her.
I am not your sis.
I was like, she's really the problem. I really feel like she's the problem.
Well,
honestly, like I feel like not in a negative way or whatnot, but I honestly feel like there is a level of like attention that is needed from her. she needs a certain type of attention because of course, you know, she has a sister, it's Toni Braxton, and she has all
living legend.
She has this and this and this, and she's the baby, and she's catered to.
I just don't think they checked her.
I think never checked
when
her.
they actually broke it down and like. Because you got to remember, Tony's 10 years her senior.
Right. No,
so by the time Tony out here popping with Babyface and L.A. Reid,
again,
she's still like 14. And her parents are going through that divorce.
Again.
Or not divorce, but
I feel like
breaking up.
They've never checked her.
Somebody should have popped on her mouth a long time ago.
Like, I feel like it is attention that is needed from her that she needs to have, whether it is negative or positive. Yeah. She still needs it. And she's gonna act out. And when she did that episode with Ayanna Fix My Life, I was just like, ooh, because I really liked Tamar. But like when I first started watching Braxton Family Values, Tamar was probably my favorite person on the show. I loved her personality, but as time went on, I was like, yo, man, it's too much. And I started to feel bad for Vince because to me, like, and granted, he could have been beating the fuck out this girl. He could have been beating the shit out this bitch.
Domestic abuse is not funny.
It's not funny.
Please make sure y'all get the help y'all deserve. Never let a motherfucker put his hands on you.
I mean,
that's what they saying. What's love got to do with it?
He could have most likely been beating the fuck out this girl, but her attitude in front of cameras was so off-putting to where it almost made you
think she was the
aggressor, and it's like it made you feel bad for him. Like, oh, okay, I can understand why he probably beat the fuck out of her because she talks too much. She got too much attitude. It's too much.
And as a PSA, even if you say something, that does not equal somebody hitting you.
No, it doesn't. But I'm just saying, the way she came off on camera.
Believe it to her, she says it's editing.
It can't all be editing. No. It can't all be editing.
Now, she ain't gonna convince me.
It can't all be editing.
We don't watch her cut people out on Twitter and online.
Now, we've seen her on Instagram. We've seen her be crazy. Like, not crazy, but we've seen her expose things on Instagram.
We've seen her fight with people who are not even her sisters as well.
So we know that she doesn't get along with her sisters. So it's not that far-fetched.
And just regular people, you feel
it's not far-fetched.
Yeah, it's not
far-fetched.
I don't know.
So again,
I don't know how editing it is.
I don't know how editing is. I mean, I get editing. I edit. So I get it. You want to get the juicy parts. You want to get the pop tops, and you want to get sensational stuff.
You cut up off camera. On your front wheel.
Hey,
good sis. Good sis.
We have there is documentation that shows off camera you've shown out. So again, that just leads me to think that. I don't condone domestic violence at all.
But you can see how he popped out her mouth.
I can see how he may have
a full Nelson, because dudes up a full Nelson.
I can see how he may have just reached around and perhaps maybe said, "Bitch,
shut your ass up."
Shut your ass up. Like, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Not that I'm condoning it, and not that to say that it's right. It's not right. No man should ever put their hands on a woman. But again, I'm saying that I could see how that can transpire in that type of environment.
Girl, I say this every week or every time we talk about Braxton Family Values. Y'all need to go ahead and wrap that show up.
I do too. I don't think that they need to be on. This is
what I think they should do. I've actually, even though I did still want a Tony and Birdman reality show, I know I'm not going to get it. It's just nice to think about it. But I think the series finale of Braxton Family Values should be Trina's wedding. No, Trina's wedding.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Tamar's boyfriend's a little weird. But Trina's wedding.
Not Tamar, no.
Oh, Tony being pregnant?
Tony, yeah.
Tony had a hysterectomy on that show. She can't get pregnant. I think out of all the sisters, follow me. I think Trina is the one who has most evolved since first season.
I agree.
She started with the DUI, Gabe. Bad. She was in that.
Past.
Yeah, she was in the bad marriage.
Right.
She was like doing
Gabe put tracking on her.
Yeah, she was in that karaoke band that they went down to the studio and clowned her about.
And then
she was working for.
And then she got bar chicks.
Yeah. She ended up having. She has 2 restaurants actually. She now has that spot on the Sister Circle, so she gets a weekly paycheck. She still do plays and stuff. She found a good man, Savannah. You know,
that's a blessing.
Vaughn, even though people say Vaughn looked like Frank Mitchell from Moesha, I think Vaughn's attractive.
It doesn't matter.
He black. You know, that's totally different from Gabe.
What she used to.
You know, her kids is grown now. They got jobs. I feel like out of everything, she's evolved personally and professionally out of everybody.
The one that I hated the most, not to say that I hated it, I always just was like, I just wish she was off the show. Tawanda.
It's a sister. How you gonna want the sister off the show?
Tawanda was just somebody. Tawanda just didn't do it for me. I felt like she was.
How do you want it without me? How do you want this? I thought you. How you gonna name a sister to be off the Braxton family?
I don't know. I just don't think she added value to the show. She just didn't add value to the show.
Honestly, Tawanda really.
I could have lived without Tawanda.
Honestly, if we're gonna be honest, if we could vote somebody else,
and then Tawanda would have been the first one. And then honestly, because like I feel like Tawanda.
Damn, you wanted Tawanda to leave over Evelyn?
Yeah, I would have kept the daddy
over the kids.
Yeah,
Tony got some fine sons too.
I would have kept Tamar over Tawanda.
I would have kept Tamar over Tawanda too.
But to me, I felt I would have took Tawanda that negative sister that is she's I feel like she's jealous and unhappy.
She might be throwing stones and hiding her hand.
Oh, absolutely. And then her fucking loser ass fucking ex-husband.
Remember that name? Andre. He lived with Tony for like a year and a half.
Andre, a bullshit ass nigga, man.
But Tawanda bullshit too.
Again, like I'm just saying, honestly, I felt the show could have did with maybe Tawanda in passing. You know,
Tawanda didn't need no confessionals.
She didn't need no confessionals. Tawanda didn't need to have
honestly
a segment where she's shopping and
honestly, the show really could have did without Tawanda. Now that you said it, if they actually delete all the Tawanda scenes,
we probably would have a show. Because I think she's a negative Nancy, honestly.
And then every storyline, like. She had a storyline for that whole season for her birthday, and that was just like, I don't care.
The first couple of seasons, those wigs just really bothered me.
No, in Tawanda's defense, everybody had bad wigs on this show.
More so her.
I ain't gonna let you talk about Tawanda, the responsible one.
More so her.
The responsible one.
More so her. And it's just like, well, I have to help Tony out. I have to sing background now because Tony needs me. You know, Andre, I gotta support him even though he's a loser.
That's not how that confessional went, evil. It's so evil.
Even though Andre's a loser and I have 3 kids by him. I have 2 children by him.
No!
I have to support Andre and I have to get the house and I'm gonna let Andre back in because you know, we're husband and wife and I
low key, now that you said it, if they really just deleted her from all the episodes, we probably would not know this.
It'd be a different story. It'd be a whole different narrative of Braxton family values. Because Tawanda is a negative Nancy. And then when she's like, what about me?
You're just not gonna forget that. You're not gonna forget that episode.
What about me? And then she threw that glass and the mom, Evelyn. And then I realized Evelyn is toxic as well. Evelyn is toxic.
She is.
Like, she's
that traditional. We said this before. She's that traditional saved grandma.
She is harboring that same old hurt and resentment.
When Braxton Family Values first started, I thought her and Mr. Braxton got a divorce like a year or 2 before the show started. Imagine how I clutched my pearls when I found out it was like 12, 13 years. 11 years.
Again, it's just like, and then you wonder why your children are so dysfunctional. Why your children don't communicate. Listen. Why your youngest is always popping off.
Always in something.
Always. It's like even again like that Ayana episode. that really, that was kind of like the turning point to when I stopped watching Braxton Family Values, because I really genuinely loved that show, and I loved Tamar. I loved how she was like a little bratty and you know, really poppy at the mouth or whatever. But it got to the point to where it's just like it turned negative, and it was just like, you don't, like, at some point it's just like you gotta relax.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I honestly didn't see it. I didn't see it for Tamar first season when she was at that table and she called out everybody's husband. I just thought that was just disgusting. Yes. And I didn't understand how nobody jumped over the table then.
Yes. My favorite one was when she was like teaching him choreography. I think that's probably the one.
That was fun. That was funny what she was doing to Tracy. That was funny, but
when she was being was it Debbie Allen or whatever was it?
Yeah, that was funny, but it was I ain't really
yeah.
And then I didn't really like how she ran up in Trina's house like trying to check Gabe when she didn't let nobody check Vince when she basically got off the show because she was too scared they was gonna be trying to check Vince. Nah, sis, I ain't like all that. But needless to say, if anybody on this who listens to this podcast knows some executives down to the WeTV, tell them to have the series finale be Trina's wedding. She's the most evolved Braxton. We want to see
my commentary on it.
I do. Somebody down to WeTV listen to us, because we really, that series finale at Trina's wedding would be it.
Love to talk about
Wrap it up. Y'all need to wrap it up.
Love to talk about it.
Okay, so this week, guys. Oh, and Ava DuVernay said don't call her auntie.
She said she's sick of y'all bitches.
Are you offended by auntie?
No, because I am eternally 18, so I could never.
You know, some girl said we was like our aunties, and I told her we were like her cousins.
I mean,
I'm an auntie to somebody who's 3. My niece is 3 now, or turning 3.
I mean,
I don't care about auntie.
I don't care about auntie because honestly, I feel like I'm still like I'm 18. Yeah, even with my best friend's daughter. She asked me, she's like, so what are you to me? I said, consider me like your best friend, like an added bonus to your mother. I'm not your mom. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm probably gonna drink with you when you get of age. You'll probably be my maid of honor when I get married. So we're like best friends.
Yeah, and then she said you can't call her Miss Ava either. So I just feel like Ava don't want to be reminded that she almost 50. So listen, y'all was all upset. If somebody that's not your auntie don't want you calling them auntie,
I don't care.
Respect them. It's that simple.
Yeah, I mean,
but I do. Sensitive. But I think. Because she's saying, like, when she said, because I think she delved a little too deep for me, because she started, like, trying to compare it to Aunt Jemima and stuff. And I'm just like, now, you know damn well when they say auntie, they not referring to Aunt Jemima. But you can make anything seem negative. Like, I was telling somebody how I use ma'am. Like, if I use ma'am on a normal day, I'm actually being considerate. Like, oh, no, thank you, ma'am. But when I be talking to older dudes, right, and it be some women that's like their age, I ma'am them to make them feel old. No, ma'am. You need ma'am. Ma'am. But I know how I'm saying ma'am, and they know how I'm saying ma'am. Ma'am.
Honestly, some of my servers and some of the workers at the restaurant, they'll be like, Miss Adriana or ma'am, yes ma'am. And I have to check them like, yo, man. Yeah. Even though I'm your boss, I'm still a peer.
Yeah, like, but that's they really just mean it as respect.
I don't want like, I don't like that. Like, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. Stop saying yes. First of all, stop saying yes ma'am. I'm not an old lady. I do tell people that. Like, stop, don't tell me yes ma'am. I'm not an old lady. Don't call me miss. Just say Adriana. It's fine.
Listen, if you 40 plus and me and you beefing over a nigga, I will ma'am you to death. Ma'am. I'm trying to respect you because you're almost my mom's age. Oh, I start. Oh.
I be trying not to do that to
But you know what? That's how I know. That's
how you get them old hoes.
Yeah, you ma'am.
Like, ma'am.
A young girl ma'am me once, and I just laughed because I knew what she was doing. Because I do it too. She was like, excuse ma'am. So did you? I almost fought her. That was worse than calling me a bitch. Like, man,
It is.
because I knew
is.
she did it in the tone
High
I
key.
do it.
High key.
She did it in the tone
Ma'am.
Ma'am. No, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Ma'am. Ma'am.
That's like bitch.
Ma'am. But
Ma'am.
Ma'am aid you. And then,
Ma'am agency.
when you say it that way, because
Ma'am.
especially when you know the girl young, because they be knowing I'm like 32. At the time, I was probably 30, and the woman was like 44. Mind you, my mom was 53. So when I told her she's close to my mama age, I was lying. But the fact that I kept saying ma'am, and then I referred to her like as in my mom's peer group, as my mom's checkbox, it sent her over the edge.
That'll piss the bitch off.
Ma'am. Ma'am.
That will piss
Ma'am.
the motherfucker off.
Ma'am, I know you went to high school with my mama. Ma'am, I don't want to disrespect somebody who graduated with my mama. I don't want to disrespect somebody who graduated with my mama.
Because I'm thinking about my mom.
Because I respect my mom. Ma'am. Ma'am. I respect. Ma'am.
That's big facts. I will
ma'am you.
Disrespectful.
I will ma'am you to the grave.
Don't you disrespect me. Don't you disrespect me, and don't you ma'am me.
Ma'am.
Don't you ma'am me.
As somebody who can be your child. Oh, play with me. That's why I always have to talk to older niggas. Because if I talk to a nigga my age and he talk to a girl and she marry me, I gotta fight. Like I don't.
Hysterical.
But bless, ma'ams. Bless.
Don't ma'am me.
But anyway, so this week our topic is recovering from your passion.
Passion.
Like your passion in life. Like, what do you want? Not sex passion, fool.
Oh.
Like,
not like passionate kissing.
Okay. What do I do? What are you passionate about? What?
You know, my passion changes. You know, honestly, I've been. No, it's not. It's changed. I am passionate about people as much as I fucking hate working in a restaurant and dealing with people, because I feel like when you work in hospitality or customer service, you see the worst. You see the stupidity in people, and then you see like the worst in people, but you also see good in people. But it's just, this experience is just put me on like another level, because I'm just thinking like, I really do enjoy helping people. I do enjoy solving people's problems. I am passionate about helping people in whatever capacity that I can, and then that doesn't exhaust myself. I want to do that. But sometimes it's hard, because you motherfuckers be wearing you out. But, yeah. I'm passionate about people. Like, I really enjoy helping people. I enjoy learning about people. I enjoy talking to people. As long as it doesn't exhaust me.
Man, so the reason I picked this topic is because
I feel like this is gonna go left.
No, it's not. So, like a couple of weeks ago, I was having a conversation with my mom, and she had brought up how like she supported me not wanting to work in corporate America, which is basically if you go to school twice over and graduate twice, it's like a slap in the face to not want to work for a corporation, because what's the point of going to school all that time to like be like, oh, I don't want a typical 9-to-5 job. And then she said, I support your podcast, and you know, I don't say much about, you know, your career moves, basically. And so that got me thinking, because people be passionate about a lot of stuff that do not pay the bills. I be feeling like in my head, I be hearing Rita's mama from Sister Act 2, like, singing does not put food on the table. Singing does not pay the bills. And it's just like, damn, the stuff that you enjoy doing, that you're good at, might not be the thing that's going to be your job and your career. So then I think sometimes people get into like a crossroad of what should I do next?
Yeah.
And so like on top of everything else that's going on, like I'm like there, like, okay. So here we are, middle of 2019. I said I didn't want to bartend by the end of 2019. Okay, fine. But then it's like, if my passion isn't going to be able to pay my bills, then what am I doing? Do I need to go back to corporate America? Like, where am I at? Because, singing don't pay the bills. And a lot of times when you be having you're passionate about your craft and your art and whatever you're creating, a lot of times you're doing it for free, or you're essentially paying to do it. Because if you're a painter, you're paying for your stuff. If you're a singer, you're paying for your equipment. Whatever you're doing, you might have to pay to do what you love to do, which is fine. But then again, that's still putting you in a negative and not in a positive. So, like, that's really kind of where the topic came from, because it was trying to figure out, because people always be like, make your passion your job. And if you did what you like, you won't have an attitude. But I don't think people understand really. I guess people do understand how hard it is, because then more people would be doing what they're passionate about if, it was easy. Because it's just not an easy road.
I honestly think that a lot of it has to deal with how society views success. Like, we live in a society where success is a tangible thing, where it's money, it's cars, it's houses, it's a nigga with money, it's bitches with, like, we deem success as that. We deem a job that pays 6 figures as successful. But then you look at people who have those jobs. They're exhausted. They don't spend time with their family.
But that's not everybody. Some people actually...
But some people are passionate
about their job and they get 6 figures.
But then again, there's always some downside that we don't know about.
It's a downside of being broke and struggling.
But there's a downside to everything.
Yeah.
But we glorify that, whatever the fuck that is, that we think is what we want. In reality, that's not what we want. Like, just because, it's not cookie cutter, what you think your life should be is not cookie cutter. Like, it doesn't, that does not mean that you should be less enthusiastic about whatever it is you're doing. Like, at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? We have to just, to me, like, I feel like I have to come to the reality that the life that I thought at 25 that I wanted to live at 35 is completely different than what I'm actually living. I had to change the way I thought about what is my personal success. I'm able to maintain my living. I'm able to feed myself. I'm able to go places every now and then. I have people that care about me. Those are the things that matter. So everything else doesn't. So even if I fucking hate my job, not to say that not to say that I'm not grateful, because I hate when people are like, well, you don't have to have a job. Mm-hmm. But it's like, no, I can complain about my job because I'm a human. But at the same time, I'm very grateful for it. But, like, seriously, like, it's not the easiest. I don't want to be in this position. I don't like it. Like, I would rather just be bartending. Like, I'd rather just bartend and be without responsibility, responsible for other people, not responsible for other people's actions. Like, I would rather just do away with all of that and just be a simple bartender making drinks, going in and out of my shift or whatever. Like, that is so much easier to me. But, to me, it's just like, we are both on a path that we are learning whatever we're supposed to learn. And we just have to, like, define what is successful for us.
Financial stability will always be what's successful to me.
No. But financial stability is, but the thing is, okay, so we don't have a $5.1 million home. Big whoop.
But you're going way across the board.
We don't have a $100,000 home. Big whoop.
But that's not, I guess for me, I hang out with people. My friends own homes and are
my friends too.
Credit A1, and my mom is mom's a powerhouse, and I come from super strong women, and it's just certain things for me, like everybody can define success, but I'm not, however you define success is how you define success on your block. Take you and your success and deuces. My success is not even odd, but if I can't make a living off my passion, not to say I will quit my passion, but that doesn't, in my mind, does not make sense, because I know tons of people who have made livings off their passion.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of people who just want to put the art out. I just finished watching She's Gotta Have It, even though Nola Darling gets on the TV show Nola Darling gets on my last nerve. I love movie Nola. But like, she wants her art out. And that's completely fine. I think I even put up, like, Nola want to be a struggling artist so bad. But if that's what she want to do, that's what she wants to do. But for me, I always think of a business aspect of everything. So It's not too much that goes into. When I was bartending hardcore, and I thought I really loved bartending, I went and got a DBA and a bar name. I own a whole bar name, because my next step to a lot of things is, how do I make it bigger? How do I make it grander? How do I get ownership? How do I be at the top of the class in this, whatever I'm doing? So even when I was bartending, and when I thought I liked it, because it was a time that I really enjoyed bartending, I was like, this is the career I'm supposed to have. And then clearly I was just like, actually, this is not the career I'm supposed to have. But even in that space, I went down to the city, filed my paperwork. I was like, all right, I need to own a bar, because that makes sense to me. So like you don't mind bartending and people's stuff. I wanted to own it. Everybody's success is different. And I know somebody was like, everything's about money. I like financial stability. That will always kind of be who I am. I don't
think nobody doesn't want financial stability.
I want financial stability on a bigger scheme than most people do. I know people like to jump out and be like, you want $11 million? No, I just want regular upper middle class. I was an upper middle class kid. Like, that's it. Simple. If it's more than that, great. But my next, in my mind, no matter what I'm doing, is next level. I was getting my PhD at one point. I stopped getting my PhD because I realized I was just kind of using school, because it was like, okay, I got my master's, what now? Okay, let me just get my PhD. Mm-hmm. That's just my train of thought. So when I'm thinking about passions and working on writing books and all the other things, it's how do I be the best or top tier what I'm doing. If I write a book, I want it to be New York Times bestseller. Why wouldn't I be? Why wouldn't I? If I write a book, I want it to be in all HBCUs, bookstores. Duh, just makes sense to me. Or even like with this podcast, of course I want more listeners. Of course I want to monetize. Of course we should get money. I mean, this is cute, but of course it should turn into a business. Yeah. My mind always thinks, why not turn it into a business? Why is it not a business? How do we make it a business? Right. I will just never be a person who's satisfied with go with the winds. I'm okay as long as I can pay for my 1-bedroom. Life is great for me. That's just not my personality. Yeah. That's never how I was. That wasn't me as a kid. That ain't gonna be me at 100. That ain't gonna be me. That ain't gonna be my kids. Like, I already know, because they probably like me and my mama. But it's just it's really hard believing in something and loving something, and then like trying to figure out how to make it a business, because sometimes you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them, and I get that part. And not saying that's not the conversation I'm having with Recovering Party Girl specifically, but I know people like be pushing certain things. It's like, nah, Slim, you need to go ahead and let that go and try another avenue. So it gets very difficult when you want your passion to actually be your job, when you want your passion to be your 9 to 5, when you want your passion to be what's taking care of all your bills. Because people tend to forget when you have your passion, if it's singing, if it's writing, if it's painting, whatever the case might be, creating shows on YouTube, creating content for whatever you're doing, you have to work your whole ass job to come home to work on your passion, which you don't complain about because it's fun. You like it. Even if it's your YouTube makeup tutorials, your hair tutorials, you like it, so you do it. And you're up to 2, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Right now, it's 1:30 a.m., right? Okay, then you have to go to bed and wake up and then go to a job you cannot stand and make somebody else money. And then you have all these great ideas. Yeah. And then people who can fire you and hire you whenever they feel like it, or move you around when they feel like it. And it's like either you're supporting your dream or you're supporting somebody else's dream. And I can totally see now why a lot of people just don't get to the next level because it's just not easy.
No,
and it doesn't. And I know every time people be like, oh, it happened overnight. And then people be like, no, it didn't. I spent 6 years here and 2 years here. And you hear these crazy stories and you be like, what? But it really be like that.
No, for real.
Like
even
most artists don't start really selling their shit till they dead. Like, what?
I mean,
nigga had to die?
Like, honestly, like, even with me shooting video, I've done more free stuff than I've done paid stuff. Now, granted, the free stuff has allowed me to get into spaces where I meet people to where I get paid for it. But sometimes you have to think about, okay, well, what is the bigger picture? Because when I think about, because I want to shoot documentaries, that's essentially not necessarily my end goal, because there's a lot of the other things that I want to do. But if I could shoot documentaries and tell stories of things that I am passionate about or that I truly have deep interest in, I would be happy with that. But in order for me to be good at something, I have to practice at it. And a lot of times people are not going to take a chance on you. They're not going to pay you. They are going to pay you, but it's like you are more likely to get in a door if you just say, I've taken a lot of free jobs off the muscle that maybe I'll get a little bit of exposure, having this on my resume or whatnot. It'll show people that I have range, because I can do a music video, I can do a club video, I can do corporate. There is nothing that I feel that I can't do because I've done it. And some of them I've done for free.
Do you ever have a fear of selling yourself short?
I do. Even when I'm working with, I'm working with a lady who's running for Harris County District Attorney, Audia Jones.
Shameless plug,
but she's great. Y'all check her out. Even she told me I'm selling myself short.
You do.
But it's because coming into it, I've had this fear of imposter syndrome, to where I feel like I'm not that person. So when I say I shoot video, I edit video, I know I can do it, but there is just still a part of me that where it's just seriously not convinced. And again, and it's just one of those it's a personal thing.
Good sis, you better get in the mirror and start talking to yourself in the morning.
I have been. And I've been more.
Oh my God, can I make you some like recordings? Like, you are the best. I'm gonna make you some.
No, I've been.
You are the number one stunner.
I've been more deliberate in the things that I've accepted in doing. If I genuinely feel it doesn't benefit me at my bottom line, then no, I'm not going to do it. I can only take a certain amount of free things right now. I can't do everything free. Like before, I was just like, let me shoot your video. Let me shoot your video. Give me an opportunity. I just want to shoot your video. Let me shoot your video. Now it's to the point to where, okay, people are going to pay for it. If they don't want to pay for it, then it's fine. Like, it's okay. I'll be all right. And the more I allow that to be that, I'm getting more paid contracts.
You should. You always sell yourself short, though.
But I'm again, I know that, and that's just one of those things. It's like it's almost just like we all have our things, right? And that is a thing of mine. I was never supported as a young person. Like, as a young creative. My mother never supported me. She wanted me to fucking be a nurse. Like, she wanted me to be like her. Like, my dad, like, both of them. Like, even my like, everybody that had influence over me, on me, growing up, I was supposed to be something completely different.
Girl, do y'all need to go to family therapy?
And it's not that we need to go to family therapy. No, it's the fact that they did not accept that a person can be different from what they think is successful or normal, whatever. So I never had that support. So me saying, fuck that, I don't believe that, I want to do my own shit, and trying to figure out that without support is hard. And without support from the people that you want support from, it's double hard. So yeah, you're gonna feel like an imposter, because I do sometimes, but the more and more I pray about it and I let it go, like, just like literally I had my old boss call me and ask me to make him a logo. I mean, I know how to make shit, but not to the, like, you know, I'm not a fucking graphic designer or anything. But he was just like, can you make me a logo? Because I'm opening up a restaurant and I need a logo. I'm like, all right, cool, I can do it. So I shot him my price. He was like, all right, cool. So I was just like, well, I'm going to send you 2 versions. And you just tell me what you like. And then we can just go from there. So he was just like, I want simple, blue, and white. So I was like, all right, cool. When I tell you I went in Photoshop and I was just like doing shit, I was like, okay, a bitch really knows some shit. So I did it and I sent it to him and he was just like, okay, yeah, I like this one. We're going to do this one. Can you add, like, you know, this word or this text or whatever? And I was just like, you like it? Like, you really like it? So, you know, it's just those little things make it to where it's like, okay, it's just like those, it's so insignificant, but it's just that little bit of validation, even with the show, like people saying that they love the show and they comment, people are still following. I don't post shit at all, but people still follow, people still send me DMs, and I know they send you DMs, they send the show, like the podcast IG DMs. Like, those little things keep me inspired to keep going, because even though we're not seeing residuals from this at all, but at the end of the day, I feel like those little validations are worth it. They're worth it. They're worth it.
No, they keep me going.
It's worth
me going another week. It's worth me going another month.
Yeah.
It's worth that. But like for me, like you have like a fear. You always give stuff for free. I have a fear of giving a whole bunch of stuff for free. Like I get a lot of emails. Hey, can y'all send recovering from work bags? We need 50 of them. As if like me and Adriana out here making the bags in my apartment. It's like,
but it's not just that.
But in general, just like you want to do the first show for free, and I was like, you out your goddamn mind if you think I'm gonna do the show for free. Like you're insane. And we end up doing the show, and people paid. And we got a really good cut, and it was great, and everything was amazing. People take advantage a lot of times.
They do.
And I have a fear of being taken advantage of. So it's super nice that I am to my friends in business. I'm a bulldog. Like, I don't play no games. I'm a rottweiler. I am a pit bull. What? That don't make no sense to me. Show me what? Huh? What? I turned into a beatbox machine behind business. Like, I don't even play. You better come with a full thoughts, with a plan from A to Z. You better have some writing on the side if to break down if something don't mean, if it doesn't sound right. Yeah. Like, I'm one of those people in business, because I do think a lot of people, when you're good at something, a lot of people take advantage of it.
Absolutely.
And when they think it's easy, painting might be easy to you, but that's still your work. Creating a logo is not easy, because people pay for people to create logos. People pay for people to create websites. Not everybody can get well, probably everybody could. If they set with their friends, they probably could get on a podcast. But not everybody could come to a podcast, sit every week, tell their soul to people who they don't even know, and then tape again, and then sometimes get nasty comments in the comment section and still keep it rolling. Like there's a lot of stuff when you're creating content and doing things. It's a lot of backlash that might come with it. You're putting yourself out there, even if you're singing, even if you're creating content even if you're creating Vine content. It's a whole bunch of people that made a whole bunch of millions off Vine content. You know, it's not an easy, like your passion, and I'm not even talking about in the creative space either. Even if it's helping the homeless, even if it's, you know, helping kids at high schools. Because I know I have a friend who's like really good with kids, and like her goal is to help kids get to prom and, you know, not have, you can't get a prom dress and like a drive. She's super passionate about that. And I've been told her to start a nonprofit, and she was working for a nonprofit for about 3 years. And I'm like, no, you really need to start a nonprofit because you're passionate about these kids. You're passionate about inner city kids and kids who can't afford shit. Like, this is what you should be doing. But then it's always, how am I going to make money? I can't pay no bills. So wait, let me get this straight. I'm probably going to have to start my nonprofit with no help, no advertisement, nobody to come co-sign. I'm probably going to have to beg y'all for homecoming dresses and prom dresses every year until like somebody sees little old me. Okay, great. You start the nonprofit, right? It's like when you start a business or you start doing something, it's like yelling in an empty hallway. You can be super creative in your house, but can you get people to buy into your creativity or like your creativity? It's work getting it out. It's a lot of work to like push your passion no matter what it is. And like even my mom was pregnant by 15, baby by 16, third child by 25, and then she like beat all these statistics, became like this great engineer, and you know she did all these great things. But my mom like really wants to talk to high school and college women and start a center where basically she can make a whole bunch of little Kims. Not the rapper, my mom's name is Kim, but she wants to make a whole bunch of like little Kims who parents told them like, oh, well, you can't go to college because you're pregnant, or you're not going to finish college because you got pregnant. She wanted to start something like that so she can help a whole bunch of girls that look like her. So, but then life happens and career happens, and now you making money, and now you got bills to pay, and now you got kids, and now you got a husband, and everything goes to the back burner. Now you tired. You got to come home and feed the kids and feed the husband. You ain't got time to be working on no passion, girl. It's like 1 a.m. You're tired. You got to get up at 6:30. You know what I mean? So it's a lot. It's a lot. And no matter what your passion is, it's just a lot to kind of stay to the goal and stay focused. And I do believe you need to figure out what success is for you. Like I said, I'm so business oriented. I'm a Taurus. I'm a mama's child and my master's in business management. So if I can't turn it into a full-fledged business, like, it's just like, oh, okay, this is still cute. You know what I mean? Everything's still cute until it's like a business. So
I don't know. I just think that sometimes I feel like, yes, money is important. Money is number one. Because do
you want to be a bartender, or do you want to shoot documentary for your life?
No, I don't want to bartend. I don't at all.
So you want to make
I want to make enough money to where I can facilitate that. Because even if I have to minimize something else or I have to sacrifice something
that
else.
happened. Tyler Perry was living in his car when he was doing them plays.
So, you know, I'm all about that. But sometimes I feel like the end goal is not necessarily, well, I'm looking for a check. Because sometimes I feel like when we have that type of mindset, we don't get the results that we're looking for.
But everyone says that if you follow your passion, it'll lead to the money.
Again,
I mean, just in general, if you're putting out art, whatever you're good at, if you keep putting it out, eventually somebody's going to buy it.
Yeah.
And that is that's completely true. And I genuinely do believe that.
I have, like I said, I've done a lot of free shit. I've done a lot of free shit for people. And it got to the point to where people were like I would tell them my price, they would pay it. Like, it wasn't until I started working for this one guy who ran for a judge. I told him one price. He actually paid me like $400 or $500 extra because he liked the work so much.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, again, and I didn't ask him for it. I literally, I mean, I charged him for 2 videos, and it was probably like maybe $600, but they were easy 1-minute videos.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he paid extra. He gave me extra just because he liked it so much. But that was just off of the strength of somebody else that I did some shit for free. So it's just like, again, like I hate when I don't want to make it seem like, you know, like, oh, you know, I don't, money is important, because without money you can't survive. Without any type of financial,
good sis, on no money, this podcast can't go.
I'm just saying, like, if there's no money, you cannot survive.
Yeah.
I couldn't survive, but I cannot allow that to scare me I can't allow the threat of not having enough money, because I know I'll always be okay. I know I will always be okay no matter what. So I can't think like, well, shit, this is not paying. If I love it, I'm going to do it. I don't care if it my goal is not to be the most popular person, the most famous person, the most listened to podcast in America. I don't give a fuck about that. If I can maintain my true self and be able to be happy with the results, that's fine with me. Like, I don't need a lot. I don't want a lot, because I know when you have a lot, it requires a lot from you. So I don't want a lot. So, like, again, money is important, but to me, it should not always be the factor in everything that we do, because at the end of the day, like, if this is a passion, you're good at it. Eventually, you will get to the point to where you need to be. Maybe right now God is saying this is not the right time. This ain't, because timing is everything. It's a lot of that has to do with too. You know, like, you know, I don't know. I just feel like I used to chase money. I used to be like, oh, where's the money? I need money. This money. I ain't got no money. And everything that I had, it just ran through my hands like quicksand. Everything. Like, so now I don't even look at that anymore. Even though, yes, I know I have a car note, I have rent, I have lights, I have internet, I have all these extra fucking Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, HBO. I have all this extra shit that I have to pay for. But at the end of the day, like, if I'm not happy with what I'm doing, I'm not gonna fucking do it.
Yeah, you shouldn't do nothing if you ain't happy. You should, if your passion's not making you happy, you got the wrong passion. Cause sis,
even if you're making, cause I have friends that are making really great money, 6 figures.
I was saying if your passion's not making you happy, you shouldn't be doing it.
But I'm saying that I have friends that are making 6 figures that are miserable.
Oh, but that happens. That's across the board, though. Like,
yeah.
Being unhappy in a space don't have a dollar sign on it. It's people committing suicide in $1 million homes.
Right.
Like that.
That's big.
The money doesn't make you happy.
No.
It doesn't. But
you still have to eat.
You still gotta eat, and I still like to feed my friends, and I like to take my mom out. So I'm a girl who need a little bit more. You know, I ball with my friends, but I do. For me, like, business is always going to be super important to me. So
yeah,
I don't, you know, I'm just not, the way I'm set up, that free flower bullshit is cute, but I'm very, show me the paperwork. Yeah. What needs to be done? How do I move this forward? How do I push this out? How do I make this better? How do I what do I need to do to make this more of a business, and what do I need to do to, because we could have been doing this podcast and nobody knew the podcast. That'd have been terrible. I wouldn't want, I still did it when it was just my mama listening. And literally my mama listens to like the first 5 shows. But business me, just like I said when I was bartending, I literally own a bar name because my natural instinct to anything is, how do I make it a business?
Yeah.
How do I conquer the field? I'm a business head. Like, that's just, that's who I am. I came across my bar name the other day when I was cleaning out some drawers. And I was like, I was about to have a bar. Bless. Who knew? Oh, bless. But yeah, so you guys, your passion should always be fun. It should be a good time. Just doing your passion in general is a blessing. Being able to make your passion your career is a bigger blessing. You know, shout out to everybody who came in the game late. I know like Ava shot her first movie. I think she might have been in her 30s or late 20s. 32. I know Jay-Z got his first record or whatever he did. He was like 26. So, you know, it's no time limit to it. Just stay persistent. Love what you do. Love the people around you. And that's all I got. and just know, if you working, and 9 times out of 10, if you're funding your passion, you're going to be funding it at odd times, on weekends, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, because you got this 9 to 5 that you got to, you know, get together.
Yep.
So you can buy your art stuff or your T-shirts for your kids or whatever the case might be. So...
And sometimes you have to give away something for free.
You do. Shout out to Shar Mills. She wrote a book called Don't Shoot the Messenger. And I was talking to her like a month ago, and she said at one point she just felt like she was giving book after book after book after book away. Mm. And somebody actually bought her book, bought the book, wrote a movie. She actually just did a premiere for the movie. It had that girl Juju from... Juju from one of them Love and Hip Hop shows. But they casted it. They shot a movie. She had a screening like maybe a couple of weeks ago in Orlando. So yeah, it's certain stuff. Just know your worth and know when you're doing stuff for free. But there's a time where it goes from a whole bunch of free stuff to a little bit of free stuff.
Yeah, you have to have balance.
To no free stuff.
It's just like you gotta know what to give out for free.
You need to know who you're giving out to.
So, like, if you have somebody that has a network that can offer you multiple contracts, just like, you know, hypothetically, you're doing something along the lines of branding or video or photography, whatever. And that one person has such a network that's worth a free something. I would say do it. Because at the end of the day, if they, like, I've done, now granted, the chick that I shoot video with, she's already paid me for her video services. But the amount of exposure that I'm getting with her, from her, with the people that she's coming in contact with, has been, like, I'll shoot all her fucking videos if that means that I'm connected to her network. Because if I'm connected to her network, then I'm never gonna not eat. Like, people, it's just one of those things. You just have to know who to do it with.
Listen, Detroit Mike come up to you, talk about, if you shoot this video right quick.
No,
and he's talking crazy to you.
I'm just saying. No.
No, I'm saying that, but you have to have a spirit of discernment when it comes to picking.
Like I said, you gotta know.
Who
you giving your services to.
Killer might call you, talk about his logo about to be everywhere, but it's only him and his mama wearing your t-shirt. No, ma'am. You got somebody discern.
But you somebody from Jay-Z's camp that you can be like,
you can verify.
I can verify this. This person is connected and is respected.
And And make sure you can verify, because I told y'all how that girl was saying that she knew.
Google is your friend.
I'm telling you, because the girl told me that she knew Cornell, and I knew him as Nelly. Google
is your friend.
You don't want to do no free services for her.
We want somebody that can actually put you in a position to where you can connect with other people.
There's a balance to it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I am a believer that yes, you can give something for free, but you always have to think about, okay, if I'm giving it for free, what am I getting out of it?
And I mean, sometimes you give stuff for free out of the kindness of your heart. Don't get me wrong. I sent a lot of merch. I gave a shitload of. I bought because the thing is about the merchandise. We're not making it at my house. So even though I'm not paying it the price y'all pay, but I bought a whole bunch of merch and gave it out to just different people and friends and family and customized stuff for people. So when we go on different podcasts, or I go on different podcasts, or different podcasts come here, all that's cute and that's networking. That's totally fine. But I see a lot of my friends who are singers talking about how people are always trying to get over on them to perform at their places, and then they're not offering them anything. So you really need to just be mindful on who you're giving your free services to. Because you can give free services so you can gain, or you can just give free services for the goodness of your heart. And it doesn't matter either way, but you need to just make sure you know who you're giving your services to. Like, because people really be wanting to get your stuff. People they want to get your goodies for free.
People want, of course, if people can take advantage of you and get what they want out of you for free, they're going to take it.
They will.
They're going to take it, and then they're going to ask you for modifications.
Or
they're going to ask you, hey, can you change this? Can you change that? Bitches for free.
Leave me alone.
Are you serious?
They do that all the time.
This is for fucking free. I'm giving you no edits. You're taking it as is.
You really have to watch people.
So it's just like that kind of thing. But that's discernment is a big thing. You gotta discern. You gotta
know what you're gonna talk about.
You gotta be discerned. You gotta discern between what is being used and what is not. Is your passion being used against you, or is it being used for your glorification?
Get your life, ain't that a word? And also, you need to, like Adriana said, define what success is to you.
Because that's gonna.
And success can be multiple things.
Yes.
Like for me, success with Recovering Party Girls would be. I technically would prefer a TV show, but that's neither here nor there. But my end goal for Recovering Party Girls, even money aside, because I would want this to be my career. Like, I want to be able to make enough money off Recovering Party Girls where I do not have to work anywhere else to subsidize this. That is the first goal. But along with that goal is I want to go to HBCUs and speak to girls who were like me in college, who didn't know what they were doing, who was just in school because their mama told them to go, who didn't know what their major is, who liked this boy, who thought they was going to get saved, who didn't think they was going to get saved, who was looking at their grades like, what the hell am I doing? Who really was just lost and just kind of stumbled into being finished. Because I stumbled into completing my undergrad. I did my master's. Like, I was in class, I studied, I did what I was supposed to do for my master's, but I stumbled through my undergrad and just happened to come out with a degree in political science and a minor in religion. So, yes, making Recovering Party Girls a business will be, definitely is on the map, on my vision board to success. But being able to just talk to girls that are like me or were like me and was confused and drank too much and didn't know what they was doing, to go chat with girls like that is a part of the bigger goal and what I will consider success. When somebody calls me and say, hey girl, I know you're a Florida A&M University alumni. Come here, girl. We got your book. We love it. Can you come talk to the girls at FAMU? That will be success. You know what I mean? Because all my success is twofold. I do want to have monetary and tangible success, but the end goal too is to be able to be a person who I needed when I was in college, a person who I needed when I was in my 20s. Hell, a person I need sometimes right now. So, like, that's, like, the end goal. It's always twofold.
Yeah.
So,
Totally.
I hope y'all enjoy. If y'all didn't, we don't care. We don't have a letter this week. Shout out to the chick that was under the Sunday post. I guess she's new to the page. And apparently Mary God and Me in that twerking video rubbed her the wrong way.
You know,
I can see it.
I can see it. I can see it.
Did I laugh? Yes.
I cackled.
I thought it was funny.
It was funny to me. I said, look at her.
Look at her. Look at God and Me. Come on, praise. God told me to come and and so I had to block this sis because I feel like she's the one who was. No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because we do get reported a lot.
Hysterical.
So I have to like be mindful of who's like judging the post because I be thinking they're the person reporting the post. So let's just.
You guys, why do y'all take stuff so seriously?
Listen, I wouldn't take nothing on Recovering Party Girl seriously.
I don't take nothing on social media seriously.
Nah, I'm not gonna say that because it's certain. It is great information on social media.
There is, however, that's where the discerning comes in.
Yeah,
right? The spirit of discernment.
a spirit of discernment. Because people say that about social media a lot, but I really feel like it's who you follow and what you do on social media.
See, I follow creatives. Like I follow creatives. Interior designers, graphic designers.
What are you using your social media for?
It's just like I don't understand why are you so offended at something
I don't follow people I don't like.
Yeah, I would just.
I don't follow people if I
don't follow themes.
This is the thing. I understand humor is
it's subjective.
It's subjective. So I can completely understand if somebody came to our page and was like
I don't get it.
These bitches, this is stupid.
Yeah.
But I be cackling. I don't know.
Yeah. It's funny.
I be rolling.
It's fucking funny.
I post stuff and laugh like
this shit's funny.
And the thing is, I don't care if y'all don't think it's funny. That's the funny part about it.
But at the end of the day, it's funny.
It's to us.
You just have to have a sense of humor.
But I think you're like me. We have very broad sense of humor. Like I get dry humor. Yeah. I get like the Wayans when they was like their gross type of humor. Yeah. I get like In Living Color humor. Yeah. I get Martin humor. Yeah. I get humor.
Humor is humor.
I get
all across the board.
Yeah, I get when stuff goes a little too far. I'm like, ooh, that's too far. But
I mean,
I can't believe stuff that goes too far.
It's the guy in me while twerking.
That was funny.
On a Sunday.
No, that was funny.
It was funny,
that's
but but it's just I could see how it could push somebody over the edge.
I could. I guess this got pushed. I just said, and she hit me with a bunch of emojis. She was like, I'm just sitting here thinking, what made you add Erica Campbell's guiding me to this twerking video? Okay, I didn't add the video. I found the video. Let's be clear. That's first and foremost. But second, this shit is funny to me.
Again.
But that's why I always say to be on a lot of stuff because I hate when people come back and like question why you laughing and stuff. To me. Let's always be clear.
And that's the thing. It's just like I don't understand why. Like I would never question
somebody else's page
or question what you deem is funny.
I don't question what people post on their shit and regardless. It's your platform.
Yes, I agree. I would never be like, why do you think this is funny? Like I wouldn't pay attention to it.
Listen. That girl, I had to block her because I was like, damn, is she the one who been reporting us? Because you remember that video with that little boy punching that man and saying, bitch? That got reported.
Mm-hmm. And didn't you, the one with that little girl that she's talking about black people?
Oh, my mom said I'll be nothing like you Negroes. Yeah, that got reported too.
That was still like you Negroes.
That was still funny. No, but that little boy punching that big boy saying, bitch? Yeah, that got reported. Because I feel like the girl in the comment section, she was like, I don't understand. This is kind of cringeworthy. Okay, well then,
sis, you don't
follow the page. Yeah. So easy.
Again, I just feel like people are just so extra sensitive. Everything is just like...
Everybody wants everybody to agree with what the fuck they feel. And social media is really nothing but big bullies, right?
Absolutely.
Because like... Some stuff is just like, that's that person's opinion. Why y'all
can't tell me what's funny. You can't tell me what to put on my page.
You can't.
You can't tell me what...
You can't tell me what to use my page for.
Yes.
We got that before. Like, you have these followers. You need to make sure the
y'all are black queens. Y'all need to.
Nigga, I'm still black. And I'm still a black queen. This shit is funny.
Shut up.
I'm cackling.
Let me cackle.
Listen, I need y'all to know about 90% of the time I'm over here cackling by my damn self.
Ebony
I laugh.
is good for a good random cackle.
I cackles. Listen, I cackle at 80, 90% of the stuff.
She does.
Because people be so dumb.
She does. You are a queen,
Listen,
the queen of cackle.
I cackle to myself. I cackle at myself when I be saying stuff. I cackle at other people's comments.
She is the queen of cackle.
I cackle at so much shit. And I mainly cackle at myself, cackling at the shit. Like
She does. And I can verify that.
Girl, because I'm on a fast right now. So that's why I haven't been posting on Facebook. But y'all, me and my family and
When
friends.
you haven't posted on Facebook? I feel like I've seen you post on Facebook.
Nah, you ain't seen me on Facebook since the first. No, ma'am. You see me post on Recovering Party Girls, but you ain't seen me on Facebook since the first. You seen people post on my page. Because I made a mistake and hit it and seen I had like 13 notifications. Like, shit, I'm off Facebook. And then I slid off. But yeah, I'm on a fast. I'm a pescatarian right now.
You eating fish?
Fish and veggies. I don't eat before 12. I don't eat after 8. God bless. I'm going through, y'all.
I'm a weak bitch because I tried. I called myself saying I'm going to do veggies. I'm going to do no alcohol.
Yeah, I'm off alcohol right now.
I was having wine and ate Papados earlier today.
I'm off wine right now. I'm off drinks. I'm off meat.
But your mind is gonna be clear.
Well, that was the goal. I needed to be a little zen. I needed to become one with myself.
What day are you on?
I started on the 1st, so I'm on the 5th.
So 4 days?
Yes, I'm over salmon already. FYI. But I do have some salmon patties in my refrigerator now.
I just bought a whole bunch of vegetables.
I wanted some vodka today, but I drank water. I'm not drinking juices or nothing, just water. So yeah, I mean, I don't eat till 12. I stop at 8. But
good for you.
And I talk to Jesus.
Good for you.
So
well, your skin will be glowy and dewy.
Let me know, Lord. Send me a sign. And send me a sign that's good, Jesus. Because you know I need my sign to be a sign.
Your skin will be glowy and dewy, and you'll flush out all your toxins.
Yeah, it's a struggle, child. Bless. And Facebook has actually been the worst because I still post for Recovering Party Girls, but the thing about Facebook is I be cutting up with my family, one of my cousins.
You do.
I be dying off this thing. I be a mess.
Facebook is
ridiculous. I kind of harass people with my Facebook, my timeline. I do. I should be unfollowed by people.
Don't let a show come on.
Oh, don't let me get on one topic.
Don't let you get on a topic.
Don't let me get on no topic. I be stopping myself.
Is so and so still with us?
Listen, I didn't even know. Are they still with us? I do.
I think you asked if Barbara Walters was still with us.
Nah, y'all on some bullshit. No, that's a real question. Is Barbara Walters still with us? I need somebody, if anybody from ABC, The View, Nighttime News, if y'all listening to this, can y'all tell Barbara Walters to make an appearance? I've been asking for Barbara Walters for like a year and a half, 2 years.
She really has.
And I've really been getting ignored. Is somebody holding Good Sis captive? Is Barbara Walters missing? Do we need to do a wellness check? I really have questions about Barbara. But I did hear Barbara had dementia.
She probably does.
And that's why she in hiding, because you know she's top-notch journalism and stuff. So. But I mean, I don't know how true that is, but I did try to do a wellness check because I heard she had a penthouse in New York. But I did try. I called.
I feel like you.
I did. I tried to get in contact.
You say, "Hey, Barbara,
this is Shirley." I just want you to know. Everything, I bought everything from the top of his head to the bottom of his feet.
Barbara,
that car, I bought him. Now, Barbara Walters really,
woman to woman.
I do need y'all to check on Barbara Walters. No, for real. I'm not even really trying to laugh because I've worried about Barbara Walters for a year consistently.
My favorite was when your coverage of the Aretha Franklin.
I was going through doing Aretha Franklin's funeral. Wow, I was really in mourning.
I really appreciated your commentary.
I was in my all black. I was there. I was front row center.
Next to was it
Jennifer Lewis?
Okay. Yes,
yeah, I was Jennifer Lewis. I was sitting next to Jennifer Lewis, and when I said I was next to Jennifer Lewis, then my cousin in Tampa said she was next to me, and then my homegirl from Orlando said she was sitting behind us. I'm like, okay, cool, we here.
So the family's
we
here.
showed up late to Nipsey's.
Right.
We did. I had my Nipsey Blue. Yeah, I attend stuff. I attend.
Ebony attends all the funerals.
I attend all the funerals. I don't understand the problem. I don't. And be right online. Hey, you here? You here? You here? Girl,
Ebony attends all the funerals.
I said that at whole 8-9. I was on Aretha. You goddamn right. I was at Aretha funeral.
And she, you know, I love.
And I post the whole time.
And she posted the whole time.
The whole entire. I harass people with my timeline.
And then she gave like a play-by-play of what was happening. I loved it.
I should be unfollowed. Like I live
for it. I live for your Facebook account.
I don't. And then I always like ask a question, but the second I ask a question, I like have 1,000 more. Like it's just a lot. I'm surprised I'm not blocked.
No, I love it. I live for your Facebook.
I know my cousin texted me. She was like, "You okay?" I'm like, "What's up?" She was like, I ain't seeing you on Facebook. I'm like, cousin, I'm fasting right now.
Oh, shit.
She was like, man, I'm so bored. I'm like, I know. I'm a good time.
I know when there's celeb death.
No, don't talk.
I know when there's a celebrity death.
Our family?
You will
be... A family death?
You will be front and center.
A family death?
Reporting live.
I'm still not over John Singleton.
You went to the funeral, didn't you?
I did. It wasn't televised. It wasn't televised. I seen the What's it called? What's the book called? The program. I seen the program. I felt like I was there.
Right.
I did see them release the Doves. I Googled it. Like I kept like searching it on social media because I didn't even feel like I was there. Right. I was like, wow. Okay, I was there.
Okay.
Yeah. John, he was private.
I know. I like I said, Ebony is at all the functions.
I am. I remember everything about the function. I can tell you what they sung at Michael's funeral right now. I be front and center to all the functions.
She be at all the functions.
My standing isn't like normal, like Beyonce standing. I be like standing off like one-offs of the black community.
What did you post the other day under Latoya's? No, it was for Memorial Day. You said, what you got going on, my good sis? Girl, when I tell you I hollered, I just thought it was like she's really asking her questions.
I be tagging them and stuff.
What you got going on for Memorial Day?
At Janet Jackson. What y'all doing for Latoya's birthday? One day somebody gonna answer me and I'm gonna pass the hell out.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I mean, I'm there. I'm at all the funerals, the birthdays. I'm at all the mess. Let some mess happen. I'm there.
She's there.
I'm there posting away on Facebook, being a mess.
I love it. I live for it, and I don't look forward to funerals, but when there is a celebrity funeral, I know we're gonna have good coverage.
I'll be ready to take off work. Huh? What day? I need to get off work.
Ebony is going to be there.
And whatever theme. Oh, it's a theme?
All
we
black,
wear blue?
all
okay.
blue. We releasing balloons?
Listen, I was at Rita Franklin funeral 30 minutes early, mad. I was at 30 minutes early. They were still walking in. I'm like, where the family at? I was still looking for a seat, but then I seen Jennifer. I'm like, I was sit by Jennifer.
Right.
Jennifer was the seat.
Okay.
Jennifer looked fun at the funeral. She looked fun at. You know how some people like it's sad, but you know
they bring such good energy.
Yeah, I feel like Jennifer was like that bitch. Like I feel.
Like they had a bet.
I feel like she cut up.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali funeral was kind of long and boring, but bless. Ooh, that was. I mean, what it was about his was probably as long as Aretha. No, shorter than Aretha's. But what it was about Aretha's, it was the people at her funeral that kept me going because it was just like random Patti LaBelle and Stevie Wonder. Like people was popping out.
Ariana Grande.
Yeah, girl.
Bill Clinton.
Girl. One time.
Fantasia.
Come on, Barrino. I voted for American Idol.
It was very random.
Every time I see Fantasia.
It was very random.
I voted for you, sis.
Her funeral was really random.
Well, too, and then that pastor was kind of weird. And
He's
then
very douchey.
he was touchy-feely. He was just like the old church black people from...
douchey.
Black people in church. Y'all be the same everywhere. But, so, you can find me at Natoya Ebony on all social media. Recovering Party Girls on Facebook and Instagram. Party Girls Pod.
Twitter. And I'm Miss Cool in the City. MSCOOL_ the letter N, the city.
And I hope once you find your passion, and if you found your passion and all that good stuff, just...
Stick with it.
Listen to your heart. Who sings that? Jewel.
I thought it was what is it, that chick?
Dixie Chicks.
No.
Just
Lisa Loeb.
yeah. Just
No, I don't think it's Lisa Loeb.
I don't even know who Lisa Loeb is. Just listen to your heart. Follow your passion.
When it's calling for you, listen to your heart.
That's not the Dixie Chicks?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Be good. Don't
great.
report us.
Stop reporting us shit.
Be nice to people.
And stop leaving weird ass comments, man.
Yeah,
Y'all just relax.
Yeah, stop leaving weird ass comments. I be hating it. I hate the block people that follow.
Come on, y'all.
I laugh at everything. If I'm not laughing at whatever you said, it's truly not funny.
Like, you
It's
guys,
truly.
it is literally just social media. We don't take it seriously like that.
Bullshit.
We like to laugh. We like to joke. How long have we been doing this? 2 years, 3 years?
We're going on 2 years next month.
2 years. And by now, for you guys that listen, y'all should fucking know by now. We're jokesters.
That I am cackling.
We're jokesters. We like to laugh.
Listen, I be cackling. I don't know about y'all.
Sometimes, so y'all never twerk at church? Y'all never clap your cheeks?
That
You
girl
y'all
said,
be
I
clapping your
just
hands?
want to know.
When y'all be in the spirit, y'all don't be like,
No, I don't do that in the spirit. No.
hey.
No. That girl said, I don't know what possessed you to add Erica Campbell's God in Me to this twerking video, but I would like to know. I'm
Let
like,
them play Stomp.
Stomp do go off though.
Let them play Stomp in
Stomp
church.
go off in Stomp is a gospel and B song.
Or a bomb ass offering song.
Stomp is a gospel and B song.
I'm just saying, I'll clap it. And when I say clap it, I'll clap these cheeks.
Okay. You know what? Y'all be blessed. Have a blessed week. Goodbye.